Hello everybody, and welcome back to Larry's Fountain Pens, and my name is Larry Barones. Well, I'm excited today because I'm going to go over some journals with you, a little bit more than previous review I did on some journals. I want to show you a journal particularly named, it's a scientific journal, that's the name of it, the company, that they sent me this, back, was it May? Back in May of this year sometime. And it's a hardback, really nice. The paper is about 70, about like Moleskine. Is a good paper. I like it personally. It white with lines, feels really nice, and you have quite a bit of pages in here. And does it have some bleed through, show through? Yes, it does. But it depends on the ink and the fountain pen that you're using. The more ink that nib puts out and saturates that paper, the more it will tend to do this. But not all. I have some other ones that I've used, and it did fairly decent. Here's one that didn't bleed through. And here's another of notes I've taken. So, and over here is another, as you can see, there's no bleed through on this side, but on the other side of the page, there is some, but not bad enough that you cannot use that other page. I know some people will not use paper like this because they don't like to see this. I think this hardback journal is really good. I think it's below, I don't know, around 15, somewhere in there. I forgot the price. But you can find this on Amazon. It's a real nice book. Would I buy it? Yes. If they ever come out with a A5 journal size, I will. But I do like the notebook. It serves a purpose. Another notebook that I've shown you before, and I'm going to show it again, just to tell you a little bit about this and Erodia. This is the Moleskine A5 notebook. It's 240 line pages, acid-free paper. It's a 5x8, and it has an expandable inner pocket in the back. And it's got the little band matching the color of your notebook, yellow. And it's got old Mr. Homer Simpson up front. And I picked this notebook up at over at Half Price Book. And you can always find these also at Barnes & Nobles. And this is a limited edition, and I don't know if I'll ever use it or not. I may. It also has custom interiors and limited edition stickers inside. And here's, if you can see the stickers, they're a little bitty, but give you an idea. Maybe I got little like this. Any better? Oh, right. I hope you can see that. But But to give you a working idea of this notebook, a lot of you know about the Moleskine paper. It's not fountain pen friendly. But I do like Moleskine personally myself. It works for me. It may not work for some of you, but it does work for me. And I will get to that in a minute, why it works for me. But anyway, pretty cool journal. Now, here's the daddy of journals, the Rhodia. Ta-da! Again, I bought all this. Nothing was given to me except the scientific journal for review. This is a 5x8, 96 line sheets of paper. And it's got the ribbon marker inside, right over here. And it's got the expandable inner pocket, same as this one. But this one doesn't have, and this, I'm sorry, this one does have also the little bookmarker inside. The ribbon bookmarker, this well has it. Ribbon bookmarker here, and a ribbon bookmarker here as well. Also has an expandable inner pocket as the Moleskine. And this is a 90-gram paper here. Ivory brush paper, really nice, made by Clairefontaine. And I'm sure you all are knowledgeable of Clairefontaine. Excellent paper. I like it. I like Rhodia. I like a lot of papers. I'm the kind of person that, yes, I may like these really high-grade, wonderful, delightful paper, because I do love the way they feel, and when I write on them, it's just a great writing experience. But then I do like the Moleskine paper as well. And I do like the scientific paper as well. But, well, it's still enjoyable to me to be able to write on the paper. And it's not that horrible bad. I don't know, I can live with it, and it's not expensive. For another reason, it's very, very affordable. So, this is the Rhodia. And, yeah, I mean, I really like it. I'll be using this as soon as I figure out if I'm going to make this into a bullet journal or not. And I'm doing the research and study on bullet journaling. There is so many types out there that I'm just overwhelmed with so much of it. Different styles and types, and of course you can make your own. But I'm trying to get ideas on what will work for me and what won't work for me. So let's move on to another one. Of course, this comes in different colors. Got orange as well. And I think I've seen some blues and other colors. We're going to go into some notebooks that I use for journaling. In my traveler's notebooks, I use my Midori. Here's the first one I ever got from Midori. And it back here it says Midori, made in Thailand. I don't know if you probably can't see that. Maybe, I don't think so. It's kind of hard for the camera to pick up unless I have a high-powered, really great camera, which I'm not going to buy because I don't have the money for that. And then here's another one, the newest one to come out, the Camel. But now it's called the Traveler's Notebook. They're no longer associated with Midori. They went their own way. Maybe you can see this a little better down there, maybe. Not very good, probably. Well, I'm sure I'm sorry about that, folks. But anyway, you get the idea. Again, we're trying to give you the best that we can for what we use here. And just don't have the funds to go out and get a more powerful camera. So anyway, I use my Moleskine in my traveler's notebooks. And I use Midori in there. And I will use Tommy River paper. And right now I use the Goulet Tommy River paper. Talk about the Moleskine first of all. The Moleskine has 128 line pages. Acid-free paper. It's 4.5 by 8.5. And it comes with a little history paper inside that tells you about the Moleskine and the uses for it. With that said, I believe this is probably about 70, where the others run about 80 and up on the paper. Is this fountain pen friendly? Yes and no, and a lot of people that I've spoken with really dislike Moleskine, but then there's some that love it. I like it. And let me tell you a little bit about this one. This is Chapters collection. And what's so cool about this, Moleskine came out and made this especially for people like myself and others that use the Traveler's Notebook, either Midori or the Traveler's Notebook or other traveler types of notebooks. It fits it very well, perfect, and made it. And what else I like about this is that it's broken down in chapters. You can organize your ideas. It's broken down into 7 chapters. I like that. And there's 15 pages, I believe, to each chapter. I like that. Because I'm the type of guy that if I get a real thick notebook, I kind of lose my thought. And then I get kind of bored and I'll tend to go and do something else. Or pick up a different notebook that's thinner. It has a index in the very back of this notebook that, in fact, that's what it looks like. You can write down, like on chapter 1, it has home. You can write that on it. And then 2, it has work. 3, it has sport. 4, it has fire. 5, whatever. 6, dogs and cats. 7, Christmas. Whatever you're writing about, it's right there. So if you want to pull up chapter 4 because there's something that you're interested in reviewing, well, you have it written down on your index and you can go right to that chapter. That's what's cool about this notebook. Really a nice job by Moleskine. There's a bleed through. Yeah, there's bleed through. Again, depending on how heavy the ink is laid down and what types of ink and your nib size. I've had fairly decent luck with mine. Well, I've had some major bleed throughs, but I still use that other side of the paper because I didn't want to waste it. That's that on the Moleskine. And you can pick these up at Barnes & Nobles and online at the Moleskine site. They have their own site. Just punch in Moleskine and it'll take you to their site. Now we're going to talk about the Goulet notebooks. I have 2 of them here. And what's unique about these notebooks is that these notebooks are made with Tommy River paper. Goulet has come out with these notebooks, and these have lines. You can get them lines, blank, and this one here is a 52 GSMs. It's 48 sheets, which equals 96 sheets front and back. I really like it. Look how thin it is. And the Moleskine, see the difference? This has 198 pages total. And you can see the difference between paper quality. The paper is nice and smooth, and I need to say nothing else about it because Tommy River paper is, in my opinion, the top paper. I just love using it. I use it a lot when I write my pen pals. I use the blank. I believe it's the A4 size. And then here is the Goulet notebook, Tommy River paper, 68 GSM. It's an A5 line. My favorite paper is a line paper. It performs super well as Tommy River paper does. Very, very pleased with it. And I use these in my journals. They have different size notebooks as well. Goulet pens that also carry the passport size. If you're not familiar with Goulet notebook, you need to check out Goulet pens and pull it up, and you can pull up their notebooks and you can see their notebooks, and you'll like them. No, I take that back. You'll love them. They're not paying me to do this, and they didn't send me these free to review. I'm doing this because they're just some good, outstanding, top quality notebooks, and you'll love them. You get your money's worth, okay? Well, I hope I didn't bore you, and I hope you enjoyed something about these journals that I've went over about the papers and the uses. And I have a lot more of this coming. With that said, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And don't forget to subscribe to that channel below. And if you want to send me an email, you can send it to Larry B. 0711 at gmail.com. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. And again, do not text and drive. Talk to you later.